Welcome to another episode of CODE4 TV. I'm Lee Logan, Battlefield fan, member of grrr Squad and presenter for CODE4 TV. Now I've been offline for a few weeks because of DSL problems. Big ups to Bad Robot and the MWeb guy for helping me out to get my line back up and running so I can bring you some more episodes and more content. So let's see what's coming up.
This episode on CODE4 TV. Battlefield 4 downloadable content. Battlelog and Commander for tablet. Clan news. Latest tournament results.
And welcome back, guys. Are we in for an exciting December Christmas period? It certainly looks that way from a Battlefield 4 perspective. We've got two DLCs set to be released in December over our Christmas period. Confirmed for the Xbox One, more than likely for the PC and PS4 during that same period. Exact dates to be announced later. I'll probably put it in the description if I can confirm any of those for you in the next few days. But two DLCs, the China Rising DLC with 4 new maps and the Second Assault with another 4 new maps. There's new vehicles, new assignments and what have you to go with those. So let's take a look at each one in a little bit more detail. So in the China Rising DLC, we will be getting 4 new maps. There's the Silk Road, the Altai Range, the Greenland Peaks and Dragon Pass maps. All of them said to have, or maybe not all of them, I'm not 100% sure. All I'm getting is the details that are available on the website. So basically there might be a central command area that you can take control of to release one of the new vehicles, the Bomber. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. The Bomber, perhaps it's like some of the other aerial vehicles that we've seen in past Battlefield 3 maps with a giant vehicle that you can take control of guns. Maybe it's an individual bomber airplane that you can launch and bomb the enemy troops. We'll have to see. More details of this are obviously going to be released on the 26th of November when they finally give us some detail and open to the press some of the maps and some views of the maps. So we'll wait. I'll post a new episode with details on that and do some analysis of those once we see them. You then have several 10 assignments basically and possibly 5 new weapons. I think it is for China Rising. A lot of you guys have probably gone through doing some of the assignments even though they're not currently available and unlocking those weapons. I think I'm going to wait until the DLC arrives so that I get the feel of the career progression that you have in Battlefield 4. A bit more exciting that way, I think. It's up to you. You know, if you want to unlock the weapons early, there are a lot of videos out there, some detailed explanations on some web pages. I'll leave that up to you. Then we see the return of the dirt bike from Battlefield 3 Endgame, which was really cool. Really enjoyed this 2-man vehicle. You all should know about this if you're a Battlefield veteran. Then there's 2 additional gadgets which look really interesting. There's a combat UAV for the support class and a standard small UAV for the recon class, obviously to enhance his detection abilities. How these are going to play out, I'm not sure if the combat UAV is going to have the same sensory sort of gadget as the recon class will have, but we'll have to wait and see how they make that work. I would think it's more of a drone type vehicle for the support class where they can launch a missile or gun some troops on the ground, short-lived kind of scenario. We'll see how that turns out. So the Second Assault DLC. Now, if you're an Xbox One owner or you've purchased an Xbox One, which should be out this week or when this episode's released, if you've purchased Battlefield 4 as well as purchased Battlefield 4 Premium to go with it, on day 1 of your purchase, you'll have Second Assault, which is fantastic news for you. For everybody else who's on the Xbox One who's just purchased Battlefield 4, The DLC, if you purchase it now, it'll be available for you to play from the 3rd of December. For everyone else, there's going to be another waiting period. I'm sure it'll be quite shortly, probably 2 weeks thereafter, if history has anything to say about how these things are released. So a bit of an exclusivity with Xbox One owners. So good for you if you own that. For everyone else, we'll wait. But still, it looks like a December release for Second Assault. What it brings to us is 4 fan favorite maps. We have the Caspian border map, we have Gulf of Oman, Operation Firestorm, and of course the South African favorite, Metro, which all been reimagined for making use of the Frostbite 3's extra power. They all look a lot grittier, a lot more war-torn. It's quite exciting. There's obviously been some progression from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4, so a couple of years have passed, and they've kind of tried to make that show in the maps by adding a few things, changing a few things. Essentially, the maps are pretty much identical to how they were in Battlefield 3, with a bit of cosmetic changes here and there. There are a couple of alternative paths through these maps, which makes them really exciting. Each of these new maps also have some sort of Levolution event. I won't go into too much detail about those. The basics of the Levolutions are a big dust storm for Oman, a collapsing tower on Caspian border. I think in Metro, I can't be certain, but I think the Levolution is on a smaller scale where you can basically bring down segments of the tunnels to make it difficult for troop movement, but there's quite a few of them rather than just one large Levolution event. And lastly, on Operation Firestorm, you can blow up some oil tankers, which spews some napalm, so to speak, basically burning oil across the map, making troop movement more difficult, where you take damage from the fire that's blown all over the place. So it adds a new dynamic. I don't think these are huge Levolution events like we've seen on some of the other maps, but they do add a lot to the gameplay, and it makes it a bit more exciting, I think. So let's take a look at some of the weapons that are arriving with the new DLC. There's my favorite from Battlefield 2 days, the DAO-12, a fantastic shotgun. I used to love that weapon a lot as an engineer class. We then have the F2000, the AS Val, the M60E4, and the Gold Magnum. So a lot of interesting, nice weapons, fan favorites are returning. Hopefully they won't be too OP. They will sound very different. I know that's a big thing in Battlefield 4 that we've noticed. The sounds are more robust. With Frostbite 3, the whole feel of the game is a lot grittier and a lot more interesting, a lot more fun, I find, than Battlefield 3. So let's see how these weapons affect the game. And then lastly, let's just look through some of the things that are coming along with Second Assault. We've got the return of the Dune buggy. That thing's great fun to drive, and hopefully it will be with the new Frostbite 3 engine. We also have a return of the Capture the Flag mode. Great fun to play. I really enjoyed that in Battlefield 3. And then lastly, we have 10 assignments, which obviously I would assume are there for the unlocks of the weapons, perhaps some attachments and some medals and what have you. Let's see how those look once they arrive.
Well, more bodily functions in the news this morning. The next time you pass gas, make sure no police are around. A man in West Virginia faces assault charges after police say he passed gas and handed the officer. Wayne, don't laugh. After the man was already arrested for DUI, according to police report of St. Cruz. I can't even get through this.
He passed the gas so loudly the officer said it was, quote, very odorous and created contact of an insulting or provoking nature.
Mr. Anchorman.
See, that wasn't even right. To put that story in there was wrong. That was wrong, man.
I didn't see it when I was looking through the script. He stuck that in there.
Very odorous. There you go.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Battlelog and the Commander application for your tablet. This is an iPad for me, and obviously you can use an Android device, which basically is the exact same thing. There we go, launch the application, very straightforward. It's basically Battlelog as you see it on a PC. I can go to my favorites, servers. I can go have a look at the history of servers that I've played on recently, and I'll just go back to the server browser. Click on it again just to refresh it. Let's go to the menu and go have a look at the other functionality. As you can see, I can click on my soldier at the top. I can go have a look at my overall details. As you can see, guys, basically exactly the same as you would get in your Battlelog on PC or any other device. Just in a nice friendly format, nice and easy to access with the touchscreen. I can go have a look at my weapons, my details, my KDR, all that sort of thing. No problem whatsoever. So I'll just go back to the multiplayer here and go scan through and maybe find a server and show you how easy it is to join as the Commander, the app I've already got installed. You don't have to go separately to the Commander. You basically, if you look here, the Commander is not available on that server. On this server browser, choose this server, yes, I can connect. You'll see a message at the top saying joining as Commander. Automatically launching the Battlefield 4 Commander application. See, I didn't have to load it myself. It's basically there and available. But guys, both these are free. If you already are a Battlefield 4 owner, obviously playing Commander, you need to be level 10 at a minimum to start. Right, so as you can see, the same functionality. I find it's quite easy to use the touchscreen. As you can see, zooming in, having a look, seeing lots of deaths in the middle there. There's an enemy UAV around the B flag. Perhaps I'll drop in some support there for my guys so they can know where the enemy troops are. So very standard functionality. You get the same functionality as in-game Battle Commander. You'll see I can have a look at who's the top scorer on the enemy side and who's the best on my side. I can compare my score against the enemy Commander score and just go back and get the overview again. We'll bring in another scan for my troops because somebody went down there. It looks quite quiet. So basically the functionality is great, nice, easy to access. The touchscreen is very useful. It makes it easy to play as Commander. I find it easier than the PC for some reason. I could just drop an EMP to block off my troops' access to there. I've got the gunship available, drop it in there, guys, come make use of it. Shoot some troops on the ground, that'll be great. So basically, very nice work, DICE. You've added some extra functionality or an extra dimension, should I say, to the game by bringing this to our tablets. So we can sit in your bed and play as Commander, play Battlefield while you are on your way to sleep, although some of the rounds can be very long, so will it work out? I'm not so sure. These can be quite tiresome. So very good, well done DICE, thank you very much for bringing us some excellent functionality. It adds a new dimension to the game. Support Movember. Let's take a look at some planned news. As you know, RFH have merged with XTC. Their Black Legion team have changed a little bit recently with Puck having left for BVD. Sega also returned to them for a short period before leaving to join Alpha Rengi's Aperture Gaming. Now they are fishing for a big name in South Africa, so that's to be announced. We'll report on that once we have more details in the coming weeks. Now XTC currently enrolled and playing in the DGL Instaclash Cup. We'll be reporting on some of the scores at the end of this episode. They've played a couple of 5v5 friendlies. They're not really happy with that particular format of the game. They perhaps feel it's a bit too COD-like for their Battlefield team. So we'll see how that works out for them. If the domination type 5v5 is a separate competition next year, we'll have to wait and see. Now, XTC Black Legion realistically aiming for a top 4 placement in South Africa. It's a very competitive field, so you want to at least aim to be one of the top competitors. I think that's more realistic from their point of view. Good luck. Hopefully you do get your top 4. So we'll see how that comes in 2014. Now, XTC fielding 2 Battlefield 4 teams in 2014. They've got their Black Legion naturally, where they've got their new team with their new player joining, as well as a Death Guard team, supposedly, or yes, no, maybe a second team for them. Death Guard, they currently haven't filled all the spaces, so if you're interested, click on the link below. Quickly, go apply. And if you've got the stuff, perhaps you'll be playing for XTC's Death Guard team in 2014. Now, XTC also competing in Dota 2 and Call of Duty Black Ops in 2014, so good luck to them. We'll see how that goes for them. Another great thing, some more great feedback from XTC. They're running a Facebook competition in partnership with Corsair. You can stand in line to win some great prizes, so click the link below. Quickly, the competition ends on the 29th, so you want to hurry up and go check it out and perhaps win some prizes. It's always great to see clans out there getting involved with their sponsors, with their partners, etc., bringing some competitions to us, getting the community involved. It's great to see you guys. Good luck for 2014. Let's take a look at SRB. SRB very excited for 2014. They're entering 2 teams. They currently have 2 teams entered in the MWeb first recon competition that's currently on. They've had a couple of technical difficulties, what with the Telkom line upgrades, the 4 megs to 10 megs. It's causing some congestion on their exchanges and therefore causing some problems for their players. They also attended the MWeb Battlefield 4 launch on the 1st of November, meeting other clans from grrr to SSG and APG. Go visit their website if you're interested in joining them or just chatting, making friends. There's website below. Click. Go check them out. Great bunch of guys, friends of grrr. So we look forward to seeing hopefully a good result from them in 2014, at least being very competitive and having great fun doing so. IK Gaming. Iconic Gaming have recently merged or moved to Exabyte Gaming. Exabyte being a South African eSports organization. They're hoping to grow the community in South Africa. Now, they already have a strong Counter-Strike team competing in the Do Gaming League. With the move from IK to Exabyte, they did lose a couple of their players, with the 5 core players consisting currently of Bloodtronics, who is the manager, Kelbrin, who is the captain, Tesla, RSA, you could have, and Automatic, consisting of the rest of their team. They do have a very strong 5-man team. They do prefer the diffuse domination mode, but they're willing to expand to an 8-man team if that is the de facto format coming 2014. Their 5-man team, as I said, is quite strong. They've played a couple of friendlies versus EOB, Pew and APG, winning all of those friendlies. So looking very strong, the core set of players. They just want to take the time to thank their sponsor, Tesla Tech, who's helping them bring another Facebook competition where you can win some awesome prizes. Go check out the Facebook link below. Click. You can win some prizes sponsored by Tesla Tech. They also, if you're interested in joining the clan or bolstering their numbers for 2014, go check out their website. Click. They also have a Facebook page, which we'll show below, a Twitter account if you want to follow the information coming out of their social feeds, and then lastly but not least, their sponsors website. So go check it out, guys. In 2014, we should see the return of the clan VVV, a multi-gaming organization. They play multiple games, more family orientated, especially with the encouraging of what they call the mini Vs. These are the younger kids that play multiple online games with the older guys. It's good to see this type of clan around. It's very encouraging, much like the War Geeks. Now, they've had lots of growth in 2013, so they've got a lot of new players who have joined and are interested in competing in Battlefield in 2014 Do Gaming League. Now, with that, they possibly can field more than one team, which is the added benefit of having two teams that can practice against each other, bolster each other's skills and strategies. So they're setting their sights on the Premier League in 2014. It's going to be a tough road, guys. We wish you the best of luck. But your experience from the 2013 Do Gaming League, where you picked up some skills, you've gained a bit of knowledge and experience, hopefully will get you there. So good luck to you guys. If you're interested in a clan like this, go check out their website. Next up, DVG, who have moved to Element, so they now fall under the Element brand. They're hoping for really good things in 2014. Their team lineup consists of Mango, who is the captain, Oho Blood, who is their manager, Godlike, Mac Awesome, Psycho Ticking, Snake 99, Flamebow, Stoffel RSA, and of course Antrix. Now, they're still ironing out some details. They don't currently have an official tank driver. So if you are interested and you've got the skills to be a great tank driver for a top team next year, then go click on the website below. You go through the application process at least, and perhaps you could be the tank driver for a very good team in 2014. The reason DVG wanted to move to Element is supposedly to learn from the best. Joker, Bucky's and the rest of the strong team from last year. Element finishing second in the Do Gaming Championships at Rage 2013. Their goal set on being in the top 4 in RSA next year, and perhaps a 1-2 placement they are hoping for, with Element taking 1 and 2. We'll see how that works out. Good luck to you guys. Again, just go check out their website, get to know the guys, make some friends. Click. Good luck to you guys. We'll see you in 2014. And last but not least, we have BZK. Now, BZK obviously had a very good year last year. In 2013, they came third in the Do Gaming Championships. They have lost one of their players, Sotified, who's quickly been replaced by a BIS. So good luck to you guys in 2014. They will be fielding 2 teams for 2014, with Zafire captaining the Furia team and MRD Bone captaining the Barbarians team. They have entered 4 teams into the MWeb First Recon competition that's currently on. We'll report on some of those scores at the end of this video. They have started their regular practices with their 2 teams, which are happening at the very least a week each week. They do currently have a very strong Dota team that they have high hopes for the coming year, and they should make a big impact if the feedback is anything to go by. If you're interested in BZK, go check out their website below. Click, go check them out. If you just want to make friends, get to know the team. They also have a Facebook site, they have a Twitter account, and of course a YouTube channel. So go check them out. Good luck, guys, for 2014, and we'll see you online. And that's it for clan news for the week. I haven't had a lot of feedback from everybody else, so these are the clans that have fed back to me. If you'd like to give me some of your details of your clan, it's a great way for the community to get to know who you are, what you're all about. If you're running competitions, it's great exposure. So just let me know. My email address is above here. That's my Slippery Duck account, or you can get me on my Lilo at Ananzi account, or visit our website below. So come visit me, give me some details, give me some feedback, and your clan could feature in our next episode. So that's it for now. See you guys soon. In round one, we had the following teams meeting: BZK Furia versus CC Cookies, then BVD Battlefield 4 versus IA Artemis, then Element Lithium versus XTC Black Legion, and last but not least APG Apollo versus TE Infamous. In round one, we saw BZK Furia win over CC Cookies to advance to the semi-finals. Also in round one, we had BVD Battlefield 4 triumph over IA Artemis to advance to the semi-final. Then we have Element Lithium versus XTC Black Legion, where XTC Black Legion took the win. Finally, we had APG Apollo take a win over TE Infamous. In round two, the semi-finals for the Instaclash Cup, BZK Furia went up against BVD Battlefield 4, with BVD Battlefield 4 winning. In the second semi-finals, XTC Black Legion took on APG Apollo, with APG Apollo winning. And so what we have, ladies and gentlemen, is BVD Battlefield 4 versus APG Apollo in the finals, with a deadline of the 29th of November. Good luck to both teams. Let's see who wins. And that's it for another episode of CODE4 TV. Now I know I promised some plays of the week and etc., but I have been without a DSL line for a few weeks, so apologies there, guys. I'll do my best to bring you some plays of the week in episode 4. If you have any news, comments or feedback you'd like to give, please leave them in the comments below, or contact me with my email addresses, and visit our website if you like. Give us some feedback, let us know what you'd like to see in the next few episodes of CODE4 TV. We'll do our best to bring those to you. So until then, see you next time.